by the way, I'm gonna shout out my wife. That was my wife on the second verse. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
shout my baby out real quick. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Um, with that one, she wanted an R&B track, and I wrote that one in like less than 24 hours. She was pressed for it, so we got that one done. But yeah, I sure appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna mention that. The one thing that I did notice, because I was gonna ask you, did you have, it had to been somebody around or something, because like I was noticing how she caught them words and everything, and how she spit it, and then she caught it just in time, so right every time that it was like she flipped it, and then it'll be like bam, right in there on point. It didn't even sound like she needed to punch in or nothing like that. Because I listen to stuff like this, and I try to understand like how people recording process was in the song, and all of that type of stuff. So very, very good job, bro. Very good job.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Your man's RD was popping.
Crimson, damn, bro, bringing something sexy, yo, man. I like that shit. I like how different you actually sounded, man. It's like you took the dog out your voice and really softened it up. Had some nice tones and cadences in there, and uh, really dynamic, man. I really like that again. You had me like air. I was like air grinding my steering wheel here. I was driving. I had a bunch of Canadians on the highway staring at me, looking like I was Usher or something. Man, good shit. Good shit, bro.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's what's up.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I like that term. How you said, yeah, he took the dog out of his voice. I didn't hear the first song to compare it to, but nah, bro, that song was cool. It was smooth. And I personally, I really don't listen to like slow R&B type of songs, but certain songs of certain artists and how it's presented will have me listen to it because that's like that was like some smooth, shit. Yeah,
Yeah, very
yeah,
smooth. It took me
smooth.
back to like the way like music was in a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like yeah, that type of sound. It has that in there. The production was sounding really good.
Yeah.
It takes you back to that Jodeci and all of that type of days and everything like that.
That was
It
one
was it
thing.
was totally different.
Yeah, that's one thing that stuck out with the production because that's what kind of caught me when it was like, all right, we're gonna do it because people would come in and the first thing one of the things that would get people to actually listen is the quality of things and that quality was on point and then the music overall was on point. So keep up the good work. That should sound good.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the
I like
feedback.
uh, I like the break that you put in the chorus too, almost like a mini bridge that you added there, where it's like kind of almost goes into like you and the female were like kind of singing together, and it really changes kind of the timing for a second, and then it switches right back. That was good.
See, I really focused on that part because that was my wife's first time in the studio, right? So
Mm.
when I was like, look, this is. She was nervous as shit, but I told her this part, like, I'm glad you mentioned that because that transition, if it wasn't smooth and our notes weren't in harmony, that would have destroyed the song.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Leading her into it, and if it was just off by anywhere, it would have really made the song bad. And we stressed that part. We spent like a good 15, 20 minutes on that transition alone because I knew I was like, look, this part is gonna make it. And once this happens, your verse is gonna slide in real smooth, and we're gonna have a good song.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. You took that much time to do that, bro. It's a good thing you did because that was probably the most thing that stood out was that transition for me. I used to do music in my early 20s, did some like shows, did a lot of underground hip hop and stuff. So I really dissect when people are putting out a piece of work, and man, you've done really well with just your dynamics and construction on that.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Pick me apart. Fuck, pick me apart. Check out my song. Zaya, you said you don't listen to R&B, or you more like a heavy gangster rap. Like, what do you prefer, bro? I got something for you. I
Yeah,
promise.
yeah, yeah. I'm more of like a gangster rap. But it's not necessarily gangster rap because it's not the gangster rap that I'm gonna come and kill you for no reason. Nah, I like the gangster rap
Okay.
where they talk about just having assets, having their money.
Hustling
Yeah,
music.
hustle music. You know what I'm saying? They in their own lane, ain't worried about nobody. But if you come over here, you get knocked off. If you want to come in my lane, mess with me for no reason.
Kind of like Cartel Bo a little bit. Cartel Bo always talking about getting money, serving packs, but you'll get knocked out coming this way.
Yeah, but it's not really getting knocked off on for no intentional reason. You know, I don't like all that killing thing. You know, but I do listen to that shit.
I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
I put it like
song
this.
I have for you.
Look, I put it like this. I like a lot of West Coast shit, and I like a lot of Get Money shit, like Detroit type shit.
Okay.
Tribe Called Quest. You like Tribe Called
I don't
Quest?
think I made a song about money, about money like that yet.
Yeah, but it's not. It ain't gotta be money though. It could be about family. You know what I'm saying? It's just principles.
I feel you, but for sure, bro.
Yeah.
I got tracks for everybody.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm open to shit though.
I'm trying to drop my album this year. It's been more and more of more work in no time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so much go to work. I done wrote songs. I got seven songs right now that I need to be in the booth, cutting down, building up, and putting together. And I got it all memorized. So like all the songs y'all hear, a lot of the times I don't have beats. I'll write them and then I get beats later, and then I just take a word out, put a word in, and it's easier for me because when I was young, I was a poet, so I wrote poetry a lot. So you don't need beats for poetry.
Nope.
And then you just hear these songs in your head, you write them down, man, and you take it out, put it back, and you got a banger.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
that's the same way I used to write my music as well. I can't remember how many times I went in and that shit changed 4, 5, 6 times because you always found something that just kind of pieced together better with those lyrics. So that's cool that you do it that way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know, since you did miss that first one, we can still run it back. Get it how I live. We can run that back.
You liked it? If you like it that much, run me back.
We can run that back for sure.
Okay. That's the one I missed. Or which one is this one?
Yeah, this the one you missed, bro.
Okay.
This the one you missed.
Okay, yeah. And we are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and whatever other platform. So
all right,
we gonna make sure we get this heard.
Crimson the Spitter, y'all. Let them know. Here we go. This one is called "Get It How I Live." Once again, we running it back.
Born and raised in the cliff off of Cloud Street, you know what it is. Lights was off, wood burning stove just to make a meal. Shit was real as a little kid, ain't no way to live. Pop was really real, you out of line, he gon' get a bill. That's the pack, man, you want prescription, come and get it filled. Hard time to fill us up, beans and rice for every meal. Round 8 or 9, move with T, lady to the hill. Man, D.B. Bun and them, Jackie Mac, Swan Slim with dreams of making meals or get a record deal or whatever. Little smart mouth nigga, thought that shit was cute and clever. I was little at the time, shit I didn't know no better. I got a pen, so if I die in these trenches, I wrote a letter saying I had to get it how I live. I had to get it how I live. I had to get it how I live. Cop some products like narcotics and probably do a bid, yeah. I had to get it how I live. I had to get it how I live. I had to get it how I live. Don't be a crook, pick up a book and I probably go legit. 6th grade, moved to village jokes. Shit wasn't no joke. Gotta cross the street, you see a nigga, all I want is smoke. Shit, I thought I was grown. After Miller went to home, take them shoes off at the door and bitches couldn't carry combs. Living wrong, moved to strap with my cousin, I'm clutching chrome. Trying to make it in the streets, bitch, I'm just trying to make it home. Days were short, nights were long, don't let them catch you in these streets. These animals all in the building, bitch, you looking like a beast. Ain't no peace, only way to find justice is to grab your piece. Bullets ripping through your flesh to win that life you can't decease. Be discreet, cause these bitches ain't loyal, so they ain't fooling me. So when I'm in the grind, read this letter, have my eulogy. I had to get it how I lived. I had to get it how I lived. I had to get it how I lived. If you was smart, you played your part, you stay quiet and did your bid, yeah. I had to get it how I lived. I had to get it how I live. I had to get it how I live. You in these streets, you 6 feet deep, and that's probably what it is.
You know, that's what I hear. That's what I hear at the end. Hope. I had to get it how I live. Hope. And that's how they used to do songs. How I live. Yeah. Okay, that one was slapping. I ain't gonna lie, it was like that one right there. It sounded like some shit that definitely could have came out right. You could have put out. You could have heard on the radio. Uh, and I always say this. I always hear shit. So you was like, I had to get it how I live, right? But on that part, cause where you from, bro?
I'm from Dallas, bro.
From Dallas. Okay, yeah. Cause look at the end, and then at least I know. I used to live in Atlanta. A lot of people out there be like, they like in their songs, right? I used to get it how I live. Ho. If you were to add that at the end, but of course you don't want to just start saying ho at the end. But it just had that kind of vibe where you damn near finna start. It can get a little rowdy playing that song if they're really feeling it.
You roboted through all that, bro. Like I didn't hear nothing. You roboted through all that.
Damn, I turned to a bot. I was saying, like, so I used to live in Atlanta, so it got that down south kind of feeling, and I was like, it just sounded like some radio shit, and I was just saying, the vibe that it gave me, it was like the type of shit that can make people get a little rowdy, you know, like tear the club up. It was like, it kind of reminded me of that, but I was saying at the end, when you was like, I get it how I live. I was saying at the end, you could be like, I get it how I live, ho. You know, down south, the way y'all bring y'all energy with that shit, it's kind of like that, but it ain't. You ain't got to call nobody no hoe. But I'm just saying, though, it kind of got that kind of.
You know what, bro? You might have just made it easier for me to perform the song. You feel me? You might have just gave me that little extra on it.
Yeah. Just.
It ain't in the audio, but during the show, I could throw that in.
Yeah, just.
You know what I'm saying? Get that energy up.
Yeah, because it just sounds like I get it how I live. You could easily throw that, or you could. It ain't got to be that word, but you could change that. That little, you could put whatever you want at the end, but it just kind of remind me of that southern kind of style, you know. Yeah, it was dope though.
Hey, that is another little tap in, like he's saying. You know, when he do performing, he could be like, "Yeah, get it how I live, ho. Get it how I live, bitch." Or
Yeah,
whatever,
get it
however
how
you
it is.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about, dude?
Yeah. It just kind of got that down south vibe, because I noticed down south, like when it comes to the music, it was like this one song, you know, they just be like I said, that tear the club up, right? But if they tear the club up, what? And, you know, add a little extra something to it, it's gonna give it that little extra. That's what it reminded me of when I heard that. I was like, oh shit, this some shit that's gonna make by the time this go over, everybody gonna be sweating. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna feel that.
Yeah. That is one of them songs. Yep, for sure. Your stage performances and everything like that is gonna determine how rowdy everybody gonna be. You
Bro
come up
finna
there
have me
turned
sweating.
up.
He finna have me sweating on stage.
For real. Hey, I can see
Yeah,
that.
it's a good song. It's like it's filled with energy. That's why I like it. You know, I can feel the energy and then the words and everything behind it. So yeah, no, it's a good one.
Yeah, man.
Get it how I live, 6 feet deep beneath the streets, and that's probably what it is, man. I love that, man. Your
What you
fucking
talking about?
your delivery, your delivery and the way you do that shit, bro. Like there's something about Dallas-based hip hop, man. That shit's just so enjoyable to listen to. Like your delivery and shit, and just the way you bounce from lyric to lyric, dude. It's got that. You can't not enjoy that. You can't not like.
For real.
Yeah, I like the difference.
Yeah.
Man, 2 for 2, bro. I love it. 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Oh yeah, and also sometimes we start get ourselves back into music spaces. We used to do a lot of music spaces, and this thing would get so crowded up with people wanting to freestyle and do all types of stuff.
Yeah, music requests and
man, music requests and everything, karaoke. People would just want to sing a song.
Freestylers be crazy, bro. Them freestylers be crazy.
Yeah.
They go
I had
crazy,
one dude,
bro.
I used to be on the music space real tough too. And one guy was like, "Hey, I wrote a song. I want to spit it for y'all." And we was like, "Fuck it, we in here." He was like, "Demons in my head, demons in my bed." I was like, "All right."
Hey, that's a little.
we
told him for
we
the
didn't
drum.
we didn't have stuff like that before. What was that one thing the one dude said? Zay?
Which one you talking about? The one that who always come in with the 5 different accounts.
Yeah, with the 5 different accounts.
Yeah, he had
that's
so
too
much.
much.
Yeah, he done. Yeah, That dude, I ain't saying he's officially banned, but he's banned. You know, he can't get a microphone at least.
Yeah, it all depends, bro, on what you come in. If you come weird instantly, bro, you're gone. Cut your water off.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, I get it. But I mean,
Yeah, but now you,
I so appreciate y'all, man. For real.
now you
Like,
got
I have no clue.
Sam. So like, is your music on digital streaming platforms? Like, where can we find like more of your music, or is it something that you just kind of storing right now and just?
You can find me on Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music, uh, whatever you prefer to listen to, preferably.
He's on. He's on it
If your
all,
favorite,
man.
Everything. That's what's up.
yeah, if your favorite app is here, bro, I'm
Yeah, I
on your
pulled it
favorite
up on
app.
Serato, so you can find him, for sure. Because I pulled it up on Serato.
Okay.
I mean, you could have Shazammed it while he was playing. It'll popped up for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you legit, because and that's good to know, because sometimes we come in here, some people will come in and like I said, I'm streaming on multiple platforms. And even if it isn't multiple platforms, some people might come in and you got an audience in here who might like your music, right? And then they be like, oh, well, it's not out yet. I wasn't gonna put it out, or and I'm like, well, how long you had the song or doing this? And they kind
You
of
don't believe in yourself.
Yeah, they don't put it out to where it's like this shit should have been out. You know what I'm saying? Because something.
I would have loved that bitch in my car. Like, what you mean it ain't?
Man.
Like, send me the MP3 or something.
For
Like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? I got a bump
Yeah, that's the one problem with a lot of people we came across, is like they have the talent and it's like they're afraid, or like you said, not believing in themselves to put it on out there. And it's like, this is fire. Like, I really would play this and on subwoofers, you know what I'm saying, and bang out the town with this.
Yeah.
Big X said it in a song. He said it's either they stuck in their city, or scared to do shows.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got one of the two. And I was scared to do show. My first show, I ain't had no fans. Everybody that said they were coming, didn't. I drank half a bottle, and I went up there and made fans. Like, you just gotta do it, bro.
Absolutely, man. I learned that throughout my the journey as an artist. You have all these people talking about they gonna come support you. They gonna They gonna pull up to the show.
Fuck all that,
man, bro. They don't even show up, bro. They don't show up, and then you literally get new supporters who really support you at these shows.
You're just looking at people in the crowd like, who can I look at? Because once you start rapping, bro, you will see a section, or whatever you're doing, you'll see that section
that you're gonna focus on.
Energy towards them, and they'll throw the energy to everybody else.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
So
So you already know. So yeah, it's about That's one thing.
Nah, for shit show, bro. I've been doing this for 3 years. I ain't gonna hold you, but like I said, life stops me a lot, and at this point, I'm not being stopped anymore, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say,
I got a new.
Yeah, I was gonna say, keep going. Don't let life and none of that shit get in the way. Cause like one thing that I feel like all of us, we tend to like that kind of steers us off of what we're trying to do, is that we have life, we got other things going on, but it's about, when we hear people like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, LeBron, and all these crazy, these athletes, they all got one thing in common that they all talk about. They say it's a sacrifice that they make, and you got to be willing to put that in 100%. Whether you got a job, you got kids, you got the regular life bills and utilities and whatever you got to do, but some of it just comes to sacrifice in terms of time. So you might have like on a 2-hour, 3-hour window gap, you might have to make that sacrifice. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go do some promo and go around the city and do some open mics, whatever it's gonna take you to get to where you're trying to get to. It's just about a sacrifice. I think we all just have to figure out our sacrifices, to get to that next level.
For sure. But you guys, unfortunately, Crimson got to leave the building. So
it's all good.
Yeah, we tapped in.
We tapped in. You in a part of the community now, man. It's rotation too.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you to my boy Slim. He run a Discord.
All
right.
I got you, bro. Yeah, much love, man. You in the rotation now, so whenever the radio is just going, you're gonna play. You in there? I'm gonna help your streams out.
Okay, appreciate it.
Go up. For sure. Check them in 1 week, bro. Trust
mean,
me.
you know what I'm saying? Check the whole
Yep.
catalog because it's more than one banger in there,
I
bro.
got
Check
you.
the whole catalog.
Yep, I got you. I'm about to check the catalog and I'm gonna help
Fuck
your
with
streams
y'all.
out, bro. Like I said, check your streaming in 1 week
Peace and love, man.
and you'll see.
Peace and love to all y'all.
Peace.
And I'll see y'all in a lot. I'll see y'all up here. I'm fucking with
All
y'all.
right, for sure.
One.
100.
100.
Okay, we got somebody with that came in with some little, business today.
Yeah. That's when you gotta be like, about time.
About time, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause
Like about time.
usually
Like,
we get like the jokesters and the the other stuff, but the trolls and whatnot are just kind of nothing. But yeah, it's like refreshing to get that type of just
refreshing to get that again.
yeah.
To get that again is refreshing, and I never have. See, if he had a cane and then it was some BS, then after that I probably would be like, look, Zaya, don't let nobody else up. Don't let nobody else up. We ain't doing this shit no more.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna bring back the pop up. These motherfuckers, I would have been saying all types of shit. But he gave us hope to know that it is still people out here really like with their craft and everything. He say 3 years he been at this, or 30 years?
3.
Oh yeah, 3 years, bro. Yeah, that's good for 3 years, bro.
Yeah. But he said he been doing poetry though for a while, so that probably transition into it, because that's how I started. At least doing certain things with my lyrics and stuff. I started as poetry. I remember like as early as like 4th grade writing poetry, and then I just ended up transitioning to like writing lyrics.
Yeah, I gotta order my food. My head, I'm starting to feel my head kind of hurt a little bit.
Oh man, you gotta eat.
Yeah, I gotta eat.
Hey yo, Dig. Hey, where you located at again?
I'm in Canada.
Canada, okay.
Canada, hey.
Yes, sir.
What part of Canada are you in? The like the East Coast part, the West Coast?
I'm in Niagara, Ontario.
Okay.
I'm like right on the border of Buffalo.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep. Niagara Falls, I love that. That was my number one place I always went to as a child.
Oh yeah, like on the state side.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, so we will always come through on that way. Yeah. Nice. Babalo Island, we'll hit Babalo Island, Niagara Falls, and all of that. We used to do that like every 2 or 3 years when I was a child.
You don't know about no Babalo Island.
Yeah, I know about Babalo Island.
I'm just like I don't know about it.
Yeah, I don't even know if they still open right now. I think they had closed for a while for a little minute, and then I think they reopened it, but I'm not sure.
It was like a tourist attraction kind of place.
What's the best I could say about it? Yeah, it's tourist attraction for sure. Because you got all of them little C&I things like what y'all be having on the pier. Like
the little, you put a quarter in and you can look in that little thingy, 50 cents.
Yeah.
Sightseeing and shit, okay.
Sightseeing and everything, yeah.
Man, aren't those things just the biggest ripoff? Like, I've used them up here in Toronto before, and like, you put their fucking quarter in, you go look through the thing, and it amplifies it like a 1.5x. Like, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It is a ripoff.
Yeah, I remember using those as a kid, going to like Pier 39 in San Francisco with my grandparents, type of thing, and yeah, you look into them, and it's not really that much of a difference.
I can't remember where I was, but I remember when I was younger, I was somewhere in Toronto, and I tried one of those machines. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna throw I think it was like $2. I threw $2 in the thing, and it wasn't even what I thought it was. It was literally like a fucking flipper for images. So you'd look through it, and it was like fucking pictures that you were flipping through. You're just looking through this thing of pictures. It's like, I can't believe I just got ripped off for $2 to look at these fucking postcards.
Yeah, I seen one of those like that too. I did when I was younger. I went across that too, and I was like, "This ain't showing it." It's like one of them clicker things that you get
I used to
as
have
a
them.
child.
Yep, the little things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just
Man.
entrapping everybody. You thinking you're gonna get a good view, and you're looking at postcards.
And you can't even pick which one you want to go and send back home.
Oh man, you flip past the one you wanted to look at. That's it. You got to put another $2 in to get back to that
Yeah,
one.
to get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah, the schemes and scams. I wonder where did that money go to? Was it to the city or the country or somewhere? Who took the money
Oh,
out?
buddy, here in Canada, it went straight to the Liberals' pockets. Like that just went right into someone's bank account, guaranteed.
Yeah.
He said the liberal.
They be taking all the tax money over here.
Wow.
Our capital gains here is like 45% or something. It's ridiculous.
Ooh wee.
Yeah. So if you're a business and you make a capital gains of $100,000, you're gonna owe back $45,000 to the government.
Oh Lord.
Yes, sir. That's free healthcare for you, brother.
Man. And I wanted to move there.
Oh, dude, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Yeah, if I move anywhere, if it's outside the United States, it's not gonna be in North America. I'm gone from North America. If I leave this place, I'm going. I might go down there with Benny, man. Like I told Benny the other day, I was like, from my understanding, Australia is not in no beef for nobody. Like nobody's thinking about them. Like yeah, they might have an economy like America, but I'm sure it ain't as bad as going somewhere else. Like I'm not gonna go anywhere like India.
Right.
I've been getting a lot of these like advertisements on my Instagram feed for like houses and stuff in like Thailand and Taiwan and stuff, and like they're built in these like really updated cities, and man, some of these mansions are like $300,000, and they're like something that would be 2.5 million over here. And I got a buddy in Thailand, and he keeps telling me, he's like, buddy, just save up $300,000 and sell everything and move up here to Thailand. He's like, you'll live like a king on $300,000 for the rest of your life. But, it doesn't sound terrible too.
Yeah, I hear about those stories. It'd be like people saying like they rent is like $200, and they might pay like $20 for like a whole house of groceries and shit. Which it sounds nice, but I don't want to live like in a third world country where everybody it's no real pavement, everybody walking on dirt. I can't wear no nice shoes out there because they're gonna get all dirty. You can't. I don't know. I could just be thinking of some TV shit, but I'm trying to go somewhere where it's nice. It got to be like California every day.
Yeah, there's some like Western society like updated.
Yeah, something like that.
In a lot of these third world countries, yeah.
But I wouldn't be opposed to moving to a country like that, but I think it'll be more like Japan or South Korea if I did.
There's a couple mountain villages in Japan that you can get some really good real estate, really cheap. A lot of stuff around too to be able to go shopping and all that stuff. There's a lot of good places in Japan, and I think Bangkok has a lot as well.
Yep. But just think about Zed, forget about that. You ain't gonna be able to put them Jordans on, but you're gonna have a multi-million-dollar.
Of course, yeah. I'll take that, but I ain't trying to be walking around in no damn flip flops all day. Shit, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck that shit. I'm finna flip flop myself to this $1 million house in my building.
Nah, don't get me wrong.
I don't need no shoes in my Infinity Pool.
Hey,
you
don't.
don't need no shoes now. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be streaming all day. That's how what's the name be streaming? Mr. Wonderful. You know that motherfucker. He be in his pajamas and flip flops, and all he do is show his stomach on up. He just put a little shirt and tie on and that shit. He be sitting up there streaming and shit. He got fucking flip flops
Yeah,
and his underwear and shit.
But man,
Live
Man, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of gaming streamers that you think are posted up in the States, but they're in some third world country paying dick all for rent in some big nice house, and they're just chilling there all day streaming from some third world country.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I wouldn't be a fool. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't mind wearing some generic sneakers. They could be some unknown stuff. But I'm just saying I want to be able to like I'm not trying to be in no flip flops all day.
Fuck that.
Bro, you give up them Jordans, don't worry. They got them knockoff Shaquille O'Neals up there.
Exactly.
Look, I wear them. Look.
I'm about to wear them Yusufs, YOLOs and stuff they be saying on the side. YOLOs, shoot. I'm wearing all of that shit. All of that knockoff shit. The ones that look just like Kanye West shit, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I want to find me a country I can move to that's trying to catch up to where we have been the last 20 years. You know, a place that's like, damn, and one is fire and Fat Farm. Yo, what up?
They just got it. They just got it. That'd be cool. We could go back into the 2000s and the shit, the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, where y'all getting that from? When we take pictures and show it to people, they'd be like, they in the throwback era.
Yeah, bro, I'd be rolling in a pair of mod robes, just being the coolest fucking guy in the room.
Hell yeah. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with K-Swiss, Zed.
I look, I wear all of that. Fat Farms. It could be Fat Farms, K-Swiss. It could be like the knockoff Gucci. It could be some fake shit. I don't care. I just want to be able to be comfortable. Like, I don't know if I'll be comfortable wearing flip-flops. I be feeling exposed wearing certain stuff. I don't like to feel exposed and,
Well, put it like this. You'll be able to afford more Jordans now. You know what I'm saying? You can mess them up every week and just buy another one.
Yeah, straight from the factory right next door.
I miss those early 2000 years, 2000 time, back when, because like here in Canada, like urban streetwear and shit like that, it's like it was fucking so far and few to find it. And then when I was probably 16, we started getting a bunch of like urban streetwear shops popping up. They had the barbers in there and shit. So like I remember just being the whitest, skinniest kid just walking into this place for the first time, and just my eyes lit up. Just all the fucking K-Swiss, Fat Farm, FUBU, like all this shit that I'm just like, man, I could never get this stuff. And I'm like, finally, it's all here in front of me now. I can get it.
Yeah, I remember those days. I used to, my grandpa used to take me to the flea market, and we used to get all the Fat Farms and FUBU and stuff like that. I don't know if it was real or not, probably wasn't, but I didn't care, But even to this day, if I go to like a store and I seen some Fat Farms and like the old school kind, I probably buy them just because, they was in style back then. Look, I ain't got no problem wearing no Shaqs or nothing. I wear Shaqs, whatever, right now. But they just don't sell them where I shop at, so I can't buy them.
Everybody started getting the Fat Farms. Everyone thought they were hot shit. And then the rich kid in school rose up with the high top Fat Farms that just came out. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I thought I had the best shoes, man. Fucking high tops are up now.
Yeah.
Mom.
Right,
I need the Fat Farm. I need the new ones.
I need the new ones. These ain't it. Try to clean these up and take them back for the high tops. They only $10 more.
Yeah.
I remember the LA Gears. Did y'all ever have the LA Gears light up?
Shit, I forget about. They sound familiar. I just don't remember them.
Them bitches was expensive as hell, bro. You had to click them in. You had to put them in the back. I think Patrick Ewing. No, not Patrick Ewing, but one of these basketball players was supporting that shit on the Lakers. And then you'll put it right there in the back. You have to like clip it in and clip it out, and then when you step on it, it will turn red and shit like that in the back.
I think I've seen those. I might have seen them at the gym.
It was called LA Gears, man. I still got my pair from when I got them a long time ago. But I know they worth some money. But shit, back then they cost $150. Like just for they was costing $150, bro. I remember just hella fucking work I had to do for that fucking goddamn shoe.
My favorite shoe that I still have in box that I bought when I was a kid. Got a pair of all black with the orange accent pumps.